Hello and welcome. The state of Delaware requires all persons and businesses receiving any state monies to fill out an online W-9, and it must be completed in order to receive your rebate. The eSupplier portal is a secure system, and any information you provide is confidential. Only the Delaware Division of Accounting has access to this information. The online W-9 system can be confusing to use, so we've created this short tutorial to help guide you through the process. Registering only takes a few minutes to complete, and the link to the online W-9 eSupplier portal is at the top of the screen in case you need it. Welcome to the eSupplier page. To start the registration process, you will want to choose User Registration. This brings you to a screen where many people get confused. If you have not previously registered as a supplier with the state of Delaware, you will want to register as a supplier. In the eyes of the state of Delaware, you are a supplier. You have provided a service by supplying the state with cleaner technologies, such as purchasing an electric vehicle or installing solar panels, furthering our efforts to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. So thank you for that. Click on the Register Now button. This will bring up a new box with only 7 steps to complete. Step 1 is where you will select whether you are a business or a state employee. In this case, you are considered a business. Step 2. The first box asks for a TIN number. For individuals, this would be your Social Security number. For businesses, this would be your federal tax ID number. The next box asks for entity name. For individuals, this would be your name. Businesses would enter in their name. Next is the box asking if you want to be contacted about receiving credit card payments. Choose No, as it does not apply in this case. Then, in the additional reporting elements, applicants applying as an individual should leave this blank. Businesses would choose the correct reporting element that is applicable. Finally, in the last box, please put the type of grant payment you are receiving, either Clean Vehicle Grant or Clean Energy Grant, and click Next. I should note, if you run into an issue where your TIN says it's a duplicate entry, that means you have already registered as a supplier and you will need to contact the supplier maintenance team at the phone number in the top right corner of your screen to obtain your supplier ID number. You will need the supplier ID number to apply for your rebate or grant. On this step, you will choose whether you are an individual or a business. If you are applying for the rebate under your business, choose the correct business type for you. The majority of applicants are applying as themselves, so you will check the first option for individual, sole proprietor, or single member LLC. By clicking the first button, it will expand further options. You will want to check the box for taxable grant payment. Generally, the rebate is considered a taxable grant, and you will need to consult with your tax advisor with any questions. And then click Next. In the first box section, you will enter your address to where you want the payment sent to. In the second box section, you will enter your email address. In the last box section, if you prefer to receive the payment at another address other than your primary address that was entered above, you would enter that information here and click Next. Step 5 requires you to add a contact for the W-9 file and establish a password. Even if the contact name is still you will have to enter it in again and click that primary contact box in the upper corner. Then enter any other required information. Be sure to follow the password requirements and remember what you chose, as you will use it again at the end of the registration process. Once finished, click OK. If you see the contact name and phone number under the company's contact list, you have successfully added the contact and created an acceptable password. Then click Next. Just a couple more steps to go. The state gives you the option to receive a paper check in the mail or have it direct deposited. The benefit of direct deposit is it is the most secure option, and you get the payment faster as you do not have to wait for the mail. For payment and remit addresses, unless you entered a different address than your primary, you will choose that primary address for both categories. This just tells the state to issue your payment to that address. Next is the payment method where you will choose how you want to receive your payment. If you prefer to receive your check in the mail, choose Manual Check. If you prefer direct deposit, choose Automated Clearinghouse, and additional boxes will appear for you to enter your bank information. Once you have entered in your preferred option and any requesting information, click Next. Last step. The email you entered will default in the first box. In the next box, re-enter that password you created a few screens back. Then choose a security question with an answer so you can get back to your supplier file should you need to. Once the supplier file is established, you will not have to complete it again, so it is best to save your login information for any future rebates and grants. Be sure to read through the certification statements, and if you agree, check the Terms Acceptance box at the bottom of the page and click Submit. Once submitted, you will receive a registration submission box that comes up with your new registration ID. This just lets you know you've completed the registration correctly. That's it. When your file is approved and established, you will receive a second email with your supplier ID number. This ID is what is needed to apply for your Clean Energy or Clean Vehicle rebate. Please wait for your supplier ID number before submitting a Clean Vehicle or Clean Energy rebate application. For more information about rebates and grants with the Division of Climate, Coastal, and Energy, please visit us at the website listed on your screen or contact us at 302-735-3480. Thank you for watching, and again, thank you for contributing to Delaware's efforts in reducing greenhouse gas emissions.